Greetings and salutations. This is mallraider75, and I will be playing Lie Swatter and You Don't Know Jack 2015 from the Jackbox Party Pack. Maybe if possible, I will be able to have viewers play with me on the rest of the games, and I will be planning to get my hands on Jackbox Party Pack 2 and the soon-to-be released 4 when it comes out. In the meantime, let's get started.
Salutations, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. The more, the merrier. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's go!
I'm ready.
You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. While in Japan, Margaret Thatcher was offered the protection of 20 karate ladies. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie.
Oh man.
Crocodiles can vomit their skulls out through their mouth and grow a new one. Steve Irwin was arrested for smuggling 5 baby koalas under his coat at LAX.
Got it.
Whoopi Goldberg's memoir is called Let's Make Whoopi.
That's supposed to be for the Newlywed Game. I highly doubt about that. Got it.
Quebec is known as the Saudi Arabia of maple syrup.
Maybe it's true. Okay. 3/4 of the world's supply, okay?
Facebook once canceled the account of an attorney named Mark S. Zuckerberg.
Damn it.
There's an annual waterbed drinking competition in Flint, Michigan.
You gotta be kidding me. Thank you.
And here's your score at the end of round 1.
Not bad.
Here are your next 7 fact categories. The armadillo's closest living relative is the cockroach.
Damn it.
Will Rogers was buried next to his horse.
I'm not so sure about that, but I'm gonna say true. Damn it.
The singing cat in the first Meow Mix commercial was choking on cat food.
Maybe possible. Okay.
Stephen King graduated from clown school.
He's a horror writer. I'm not so sure about that.
Some Radisson hotels will provide single guests with a fictional family during their stay. eBay allows the sale of fake prison uniforms, but not real ones.
Are you kidding me? Damn it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger only ate baby food on the set of Commando.
He might have, but I'm going to say it's true. Damn it.
Here is your score.
Not as good as the last round.
For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is former band names. Which of these facts about band names are true and which are lies?
Give it a try.
The Beatles were originally Johnny and the Moondogs.
Damn it.
The Goo Goo Dolls were originally the Sex Maggots.
Oh, man.
Radiohead was originally Grandma Sadness.
Damn it, I'm over 3.
The Beach Boys were originally Carl and the Passions. Nirvana was originally Pee Pee Poo Poo.
Shit.
The Four Seasons were originally the Three Seasons.
Finally got one.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers were originally Stink Party.
I missed the last five, but got the other two.
And here's your final score.
Now I have to play another game to see if I can personally beat the score.
It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Peru has 4 carrier pigeon post offices.
Shit.
The actor who voiced Disney's Tigger patented the first mechanical artificial heart.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, one shell.
Panda bears do not fart.
I know all humans fart, but panda bears?
Dusty Springfield's will stipulated that her cat be fed baby food and played her songs. Luxembourg has an above-ground sewer system.
Damn it.
Oscar the Grouch was originally orange. Lil Wayne's dog Rufus has diamond-studded teeth. And here's your score at the end of round 1.
Weak sauce.
Here are your new fact categories. Couples wearing socks during sex are more likely to orgasm.
Okay.
Cows are more likely to mate in stalls that have mirrors. Sam Elliott owns the largest mushroom farm in California. The first sheep clone was named after Dolly Parton.
1999. 1996.
The Sugar Daddy was originally called the Papa Sucker.
Dude.
1932.
Kobe Bryant has a rare skin disease that has only ever been found in one other person.
Damn it.
Bedbugs defecate in human ears.
Shit. Got that wrong. I don't want to do it.
Here is your score. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is plurals. Which of these plural spellings are correct and which are lies? The plural of cul-de-sac is calls-de-sac.
Damn it. Not much easier to say about that.
The plural of footlocker is footlockers. The plural of charcoal is charred coals. The plural of samurai is samuraisis. The plural of plural is plural.
That's gotta be confusing. Okay, I'm gonna go with truth. Fuck!
The plural of Prius is Prii.
That I believe.
Dude.
Okay, Toyota, thank you.
The plural of mongoose is mongoose.
Damn it.
And here's your final score.
I beat my personal best. Now I got another game to play. See if I can get past it.
It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Echidnas build their nests from their own feces.
I don't know. So I'm gonna say lie. Thank you. If I got that wrong, it would have been turned to shit.
You can see Hawaii from the Philippines. Besides February 29th, Christmas is the least common birthday.
Damn it. September 16th is the most common. Alright.
Deal or No Deal is filmed in a bunker 500 feet underground. The world record for a single yawn is 4 hours. The first passengers in a hot air balloon were a sheep, a duck, and a rooster.
It's like Noah's Ark in the air.
Ben Franklin believed wearing high heels improved blood circulation to the brain.
Hopefully it's believable. Fuck me.
And here's your score at the end of round 1.
I was 50 points shy after the last game.
Here are your new fact categories.
Alright, let's get going.
Kissing is never mentioned in the Bible.
Kiss my ass.
Stalin's mustache is on display at the Kremlin. Mozart wrote a song called Lick Me in the Arse. I've just been informed every giraffe has the exact same number of spots.
Not all giraffes are the same.
PETA asked the Pet Shop Boys to change their name to Rescue Shelter Boys.
Damn it.
Pine cones were called pineapples before pineapples were discovered.
Shit. 14th century.
The pixels used to censor nudity are called purity squares.
Damn it.
Here is your score.
Now I will not reach 2,220 on round 3.
For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is foods that poison dogs. See if you know which of these foods are poisonous to dogs. Cottage cheese. Sugar-free gum.
Shit.
Avocados.
God damn it. Vomiting and diarrhea.
Watermelons.
Watermelons are delicious.
Popcorn.
Shit.
Raisins.
Grapes and raisins can cause kidney failure to dogs.
Blueberries. And here's your final score.
At least I got me a trophy. Lie Swatter, try Swatter. Okay, time to switch games.
Start of game activation is live. We are good to go.
Yeah, Cookie, I took a poll in the office, and we all thought that Gravity was worth seeing in the theater.
Okay, agree to disagree. I thought it was way better on my iPod Shuffle.
Can someone please mop up that?
My favorite trivia game.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. No friends, huh? Or you just get out of prison? And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
The San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Like I said, it's my favorite trivia game of all time, and I now love the fact that you can play with your cell phone
First question,
or tablet
booty
as a controller.
phone. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Are you referring to Kim's ass? Kanye West will not be pleased.
This one's known as, his acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
This one's called Brought to You by the letter Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert.
It's been a long time since I've seen Sesame Street, so
Good effort. Good effort.
I'm fucked up.
One right answer coming up. Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two. Two eyebrows! And yet, none of them have ever blinked. Let's try Duck, Duck, Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead.
Bang.
Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college.
It's your dad time.
Try this on for size. The man in the backwards yellow hat. And it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Ready? Let's go. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. At the house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. I always believed in you. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. We've finished round 1, and surprisingly, you're doing pretty well. Don't forget, all the questions in round 2 are worth double. And lest you forget, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Let's keep going. Up next, Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Here's what a right answer looks like. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. No, but speaking of otter, get it?
We found the Jackbox,
You just won!
aka the
Greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
May I introduce Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman.
No big deal.
30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
30 degrees Celsius. Now that is perfect weather for nude sunbathing.
And now, Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein,
Yeah.
or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
If I pick Uranus, then somewhere, somehow, there should be a Uranus joke around here.
Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born. Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall.
That would look like a good wallpaper if you're a fan of YDKJ. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Bucker up for wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn.
Football joke. Oh well.
Say hello to I Want to Lick and Roll All Night.
Like Yoshi?
If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep?
Yoshi, eat your heart out.
An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore.
Jack is that time.
Brace yourself for the attack. Oh, do you need to be somewhere? My mistake. Here's your clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. That's the game! The truth is, home is wherever you hang your hat. My hat is currently hanging in my old college roommate's guest cottage. Shh! He doesn't know I'm living there.
You don't know Jack!
Let's keep going.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be parts and stuff. Did you want to play alone, or did you get stood up again? And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
The San Francisco Otter Choir.
Right.
We are on.
Episode. Alright, let's
Cookie, we looked it up, and implausible with an L is not a word.
That's implausible. Look it up a Glenn.
If we could get all the dancers to set, all of the dancers. Thank you.
Well, there's no option for randoms, but let's just go with episode 2.
How many?
I don't know if that's counting.
Okay,
Okay, those were for Carol's birthday party later on. Yeah, that's great. No, but we didn't sing to her yet.
Oh, sweet.
We were gonna, like, present them. Be like,
And
happy
great.
birthday.
what just happened? I didn't. Let's try again.
Okay, we're on.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? I can't hear myself. I don't think it's working.
If I could have everybody who thinks they're doing a good job just do better because you're not, okay?
You guys seem to be on this one.
No, I don't think it works. It's not projecting right.
Okay, now I'm ready. There we go.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I shaved my nipples for this, so let's hurry before it grows back. Like, we need to get moving now. Couldn't get anyone to join you, huh? Yeah, I know how you feel. And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by
Flavored eye drops. Why let your mouth have all the fun? Flavored eye drops.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. Okay, let's not waste any more time.
Get ready, time for question.
Round 1 underway.
To get things rolling, Eat, Pray, Die. Which of these Julia Roberts characters would Jack the Ripper have been most likely to savagely murder? Erin Brockovich, Vivian Ward, Tess Ocean, or Liz Gilbert? Vivian Ward is the name of the prostitute Julia Roberts plays in Pretty Woman, and almost all of serial killer Jack the Ripper's alleged victims were female prostitutes, so he'd probably have just loved to murder her.
My favorite
I can
romantic
see it
movie.
now. He'd open the box with his knife in it. She'd reach in and he'd playfully shut it, snapping her fingers. She'd laugh, he'd laugh, then he'd kill her.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Here's a good one. If I only had a brain trust. Suppose the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz faced off against the Wicked Witch of the West in a public debate. If he wanted to use a straw man argument against her, what might he do? Attack the Wicked Witch's character rather than the issues? Misrepresent the Wicked Witch's position on the issues? Prove the Wicked Witch wrong using statistical data? Or interrupt the Wicked Witch before she finishes her points? No, but it does seem like just the kind of thing the Scarecrow would do. That guy was an ass. Watch how easy this is. A straw man argument purposefully misrepresents an opponent's position in order to strike it down. Here's how I would debate the Wicked Witch. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the two candidates you see here tonight is a Wicked Witch. Thank you, I yield the rest of my time.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
I call this one Getting Naughty, and this dis or dat leg's being tied up. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one you tell me if it's the name of a necktie knot or the name of a sex position recommended by Women's Health magazine. If it's a necktie knot, press the square button. If it's a sex position, press the circle button. Alrighty then, here it comes.
This might be a little bit...
The Half Windsor.
We might have a problem here.
The Valedictorian. The Prince Albert. The Trinity. The Caboose. The Chairman. The Four in Hand.
Only missed one.
You wear clip-ons, don't you? My usual sex position is also the way I usually tie a tie, alone in front of a mirror. And on its way, shop till everyone drops. Say at Christmas time, every single item at your local mall sells out. According to a popular grim fairy tale, which of these stores has the best chance to be magically stocked overnight by hardworking elves? Foot Locker, Radio Shack, Victoria's Secret, or Lens Crafters? Let me show you something. In the grim fairy tale, The Elves and the Cobbler, a poor shoemaker is given some much-needed help by elves who appear in the middle of the night. And while the shoemaker made a nice profit, the elves were trampled to death on Black Friday.
Because is my jackpot.
I think your vision's blurred. But clear your eyes tastefully with these flavored eye drops. All those in flavor, say aye. You'll be happy to know this wrong answer. The game comes with $4,000. Congrats.
Fruit punch, barbecue, and pizza.
It's time for Okia Dokia. If you're driving between company headquarters, which trip should be the shortest? IKEA to Kia, Kia to Nokia, Nokia to IKEA, or IKEA, Nokia, and Kia headquarters are exactly the same distance apart. Nokia is based in Finland, and IKEA is based right next door in Sweden. Kia is based in South Korea. Whether it's phones, furniture, or cars, if it's got Kia in the name, you know it's gonna be cheap. I mean inexpensive. Inexpensive! That about does it for round 1. And you're sitting pretty for someone so ugly. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. Okay, we're bringing it on. Next, muscle milk was a bad choice. Say the news team from the Anchorman films decides to run a relay race against a rival news team. If Ron Burgundy is his team's anchor, when will he run? Before Brick, Brian, and Champ? After? In a relay race, the anchor, usually the fastest runner, goes last. And they would probably promote the race so incessantly that by the time it actually took place, you wouldn't be that interested in seeing it anymore.
Question 7.
So I used to run a relay
How
race,
about,
and I was
guess who's Dak? Dak again.
Billy O'Brien.
You know, I'm not an optimist, but I have to say, I feel like things have been going pretty well with the game so far.
Son, Daddy forgot about me.
Oh no, my old ventriloquist
Hello,
puppet, Billy O'Brien.
Nice to see you again.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy, the whole creative team here decided to not include you in this game because you're too much of a troublemaker.
Troublemaker? Me? No, I just got back from traveling the world, studying all the profound teachings of titular world spiritual leaders. For instance, which titular religious group was founded by someone with the last name of Smith? Protestants, Episcopalians, Presbyterians, or Nornuns? And you've been excommunicated.
Where's that confounded right answer? The Mormon religion was founded in the 1800s by Joseph Smith.
In America.
So, which was your favorite religion you studied?
Well, I particularly like the ones that preach about reincarnation. Someday, I hope to come back as a beautiful coffee table.
Follow me down to the sea.
Here we have Orcas 11. Say I wanted to go around freeing the killer whales from every SeaWorld location in the world. How many separate rescue missions would I need to go on? 3 rescue missions, 4 rescue missions, 5 rescue missions, or 6 rescue missions? There are 3 SeaWorlds, 1 in San Diego, 1 in San Antonio, and 1 in Orlando. So you would need to go on 3 separate rescue missions. Well, that sounds like a lot of traveling. Maybe I'll just pay that kid from Free Willy to do it. Something tells me he could use the cash. Open wide for Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Here's another one.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
The name of Jeff Dunham's purple-skinned puppet. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. His name is Peanut. I have to admit, people who talk through ventriloquist puppets kind of creep me out.
That you talk through me?
Quiet, Billy. Stop trying to get me to kill people.
Whoa, now you're creeping me out, man.
Coming up next, the midnight run to the bathroom. According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, how would Paul Revere secretly signal to you that he has to pee in the sea? I have to do a number 1 in a 1. I have to do a number... According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, Paul's signal for the British was 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. And as we all know, a number 1 is a pee. And Americans would have known about the British sooner if he hadn't stopped for a number 4. You don't even want to know what that is.
Nah. Anyway, Jack Attack time.
Step right up to the... I'm sorry, was I talking too much? Fine, here's your clue. This plus this equals that. What new thing do these combine to make? Good luck.
There we go. Straight out custom bowling. I mean, I bowl in real life.
There you have it. It's important what you add together. For example, I crossed a Wolverine with a baboon and wound up with what I'm calling a Wolveroon. Don't worry, I brought a strong lock to the cage. I have it right here in my hand. He's licking my feet. Stop it!
You don't know Jack!
Okay, we're set.
Okay, everybody, if you're not sure what to do right now, maybe just fiddle with some knobs, try to look busy.
Alright, next episode. Damn it, here we go again. Alright.
We're set.
I'm sorry, but these wrong answer of the game sponsors, these can't be real, yes? They're absurd. Look, if the price tag is high enough, I'll say whatever the hell you want, but I mean, come on.
Do you think you can cover just the last half of my shift for me?
Yeah, like 4 hours?
Yeah.
Here we go. One more game.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and whenever I see an attractive woman, I make this sound. It's just the two of us. Please don't kill me. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Slightly used balloons. The more these balloons deflate, the more your wallet inflates.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Party time.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Right off the bat, Mexican-do attitude. What dish could Porky Pig order at a Mexican restaurant without committing cannibalism? Al pastor, chorizo, ceviche, or lomo adobada? Ceviche is fish. Great idea. Give spicy Mexican food to someone who doesn't wear pants. Next up, Mark TV, and it's a this or that. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a sales department on Walmart.com, an MTV show, or both. If it's a Walmart department, press the square button. If it's on MTV, press the circle button. If it's both, press X. Cool, let's do it. Bags. Cribs. Mugs. Skins. Juniors. Juvies. Tools. Ooh, you just came up Jersey short. Walmart doesn't have a jackass department, though, officially.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's one I like to call, just want to check in. Hey, how do you feel? With the pharynx, with the thoracic cavity, with the pulmonary veins, or with the thalamus?
Swing and a miss.
Correct answer, show yourself. Located just above the brainstem, the thalamus acts as the relay station, sending information like pain to the brain. That's fine, don't ask me how I'm feeling. I asked you how you feel, but whatever. Sure, it's also with my thalamus, but it's just common decency to reciprocate. Coming up, for whom the dinner bell tolls. Ooh, it's almost time for my dinner. Better have this fortune cookie first, as prescribed by my doctor.
Cookie, fortune, flash.
Just like in You're No Jack 2011.
Not bad. Let's see what my fortune says. Laughter is the best medicine. If that's true, which character from the nursery rhyme Hey Diddle Diddle is the healthiest? The cat, the little dog, the cow, or the spoon? In the Mother Goose nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the little dog is the one that laughs at all the crazy stuff going on. This was pre-YouTube, you understand, so if somebody told you a dog laughed, you just had to take them at their word. Why not try? I've had intimate thoughts about Adam. Which of these people is B.I. curious? Someone interested in sexually experimenting with barium? Someone looking to explore with bromine? Someone flirting with beryllium? Or someone fantasizing about bismuth? Hey, way to be wrong! Were you thinking of this one? The chemical symbol for bismuth is Bi.
I'm not really into
But as a society, we shouldn't put labels on things like this. Except chemicals. You should label chemicals so you don't blow yourself up. Unless that's what you're into. Look, I don't know, man. That brings a close to round one. And you haven't screwed up entirely just yet. Remember, in round two, every question is worth double. And keep in mind, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. Okay then, here we go. Take a good look at Spit Up or Shut Up. If Lady Gaga changed her name to the most common first word spoken by babies, what would she be called? Lady No, Lady Dada, Lady Cat, or Lady Mama? According to a poll performed by YouGov, Dada or Daddy was by far the most popular first word spoken by babies, beating out Mama or Mommy by a considerable margin. Lady Dada is a good name, right? Please just say yes, because that's the name of the screenplay I wrote for Adam Sandler.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Next, childhood murmuries. It looks like we have a sort of treat today. My good acquaintance, old man, somehow found his way into the studio again. How's it going, old man?
Terrible, Mr. Shapiro.
Yeah, it's Mr. Masterson, actually.
Since
Old
when?
man's back.
Since birth.
I know we're on Earth. Anywho, I need your help remembering something.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that screwly up doodly doo? It's Foggy Facts with old man.
Screwly up doo. I forget.
So, what is it you're trying to remember, old man?
Well, it's something I used to do when I was just a lad.
Not sure the history books go back that far, but I'll see if I can help. Why don't you describe it to me?
Sure thing, Nate. It's a game. British kids like to play it, I think. You get 3 strikes per turn, and seeds are involved somehow. What is that game?
Would it be Conkers, Queenie, Marbles, or 5 Stones? You thinking of Conkers, old man?
Hey, Conkers, yeah! It's an old British kids game I used to play. Each player has one of these seeds called a conker, and they take turns whacking at them. 3 whacks per turn. Why is that fun?
It's hard to imagine you as a little kid, old man.
Well, I look pretty much the same, minus the liver spots. Didn't start growing those till my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. And when did you start smelling like liver?
That depends. When was liver invented?
Follow me down to
Why not Google it? Unfortunately, old man, he doesn't know how to use Google.
Coming up, all rise for the Honorable Dinwoody Fudnuddler. If trees brought a class action lawsuit against the lumberjacks, which Dr. Seuss character would they most likely hire as their legal counsel? The Cat in the Hat, the Grinch, Pop, or the Lorax? Smart people choose this. The Lorax speaks for the trees, and in a lawsuit, the legal counsel speaks for its client, in this case, the trees. It makes sense the Lorax would be a lawyer. He always sues. You hopped on the wrong answer. But also just drifted into winning an assortment of half-deflated balloons from slightly used balloons. Slightly used balloons. When the party's over, the savings begin. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet. And now, there's a question in my pants, and you're all invited.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
Okay, as usual, if you get this correct, there's a little extra in it for you. Speaking of extra, put these underwear styles in order from least butt cheek revealing to most butt cheek revealing. Thong, bikini, tonga. Bikini, tonga, thong bikini, thong, bikini, tonga, or tonga, bikini, thong. Bikini style underwear cover the butt cheeks more than tonga style, and tonga style cover more than thong, which leave your butt cheeks pretty much all out there. That just earned you an extra $1,000. But really, any style that doesn't expose my vestigial tail works fine for me. Here we have Feeling Fines. I love that actor from Schindler's List and The English Patient. You know, the one who plays Voldemort? But I'm never certain if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. What's the proper way to say that Mr. Fines has to throw up? Ralph has to Ralph, Reef has to Ralph, Rolf has to Ralph, or Rafe has to Ralph? Yep, Rafe Fiennes' first name is spelled like Ralph, but pronounced Rafe. And his brother Joseph Fiennes is pronounced Joseph, but it's spelled Lessfamous. It's a weird British thing.
Whatever. Jack attack time.
Welcome. Ah, I see you don't need me for anything. It's all yours. I love you like a legal guardian. I hope you know who adopted or just took care of whom.
Have a bunch of trouble with a few of these. Trunchbull, fuck you. Ah, just like that. Okay, that's gotta be the last one because I've never seen this. Time for the final score.
There it is! I I actually adopted a child recently. Thank you. I'd have him introduce himself, but I sent him out to get coffee. It's taking him a long time, even for a 2-year-old.
You don't know Jack!
And that ought to do it for Trivia Night. Just to let you know that if you want me to play more of these, just hit me up in the comments below. I do have,
Don't say pajamas! It's the new
Jackbox
game
Party
show that's
Pack
taking the
1,
world by
I have
storm.
Quick
Hosted by
Flash,
none
I
other
have
than Terry St.
Jackbox
Pancakes.
Party
The
Pack
only rule
3,
of this game
and I
is
got
not to say the
Ruffle 2.
word pajamas.
So,
Mr.
hit me
Edgar
up if you wanna
Loud
play
Shoes, come
with
on
me in
down.
the comments,
I can't believe
and
I
will
don't say
stream it,
pajamas.
and we will play together.
What was that?
You said pajamas.
Anyway,
now please
this
sit
is
down.
Uh-oh, remember,
mallraider75
don't say pajamas.
What do you call
Jackbox
clothes
Party
that
Pack
you sleep
Trivia
in?
Night, single player edition, and I will
Don't say
see
pajamas.
you on
A
the
word
flop
that
side.
rhymes with bojamas.
Well, it's not pajamas.
Thanks for watching.
Poop. Literally, all you have to do to win is not say pajamas.
Remember, in the final round, you are still not allowed to say pajamas.
Then I'm gonna go with my gut and say pajamas. Fudge Pug!
Catch all the action here on
Don't say pajamas!
You all have to leave.
Hey, Jerry, doing a little yard work?
Oh yeah, just got some new garden.